How's everybody doing today? This is Mark with Copart Flips. We're here in this 2016 Camaro SS that was vandalism. We almost got it all done, but giving y'all an update on the vehicle, what we all have done to it. So pretty much been cleaning it and doing all that. Got to do the back though. Got to put that in the trunk. But let's take a look at it. Sun's kind of out today, but pretty much got the inside pretty cleaned up. Gonna do a couple more things to the inside, but this is what it looks like now. Fixed all the body damage, got new wheels put on it. Those are the real SS 1LE wheels with brand new tires on it. Found them for a really good deal. I sold the other ones, the wheels that I was using just to paint the car. I sold those ones for 200 bucks, which we got those ones for free. I purchased these ones for 1,500 bucks. They had brand new tires on it and all the wheel sensors and everything. I just need to put this side fender liner back in, and then I'm gonna powder coat these brake calipers myself red. I'm gonna put new rotors on the front. The pads look good, but I'm gonna replace them anyways. This is just things I do to cars before I sell them. But oh, and I need to wrap these mirrors. I'm gonna wrap them in satin black. But you know, we got that's a replica Z01 1LE wing. I found a guy locally sold me that for $150, so we got that taken care of. And we got the bumper painted. I wrapped the hood myself. I don't know if y'all heard of cheetah wrap. Dude, that stuff's really good. My brother and me, we wrapped cars before, but my brother's really good at it. I'm not good at it at all, so he helped me with it. But this is it now. And as you see, we got the fix the light in it. I want to give a big shout out to a guy on Facebook who owns Mars Salvage. I got both mirrors, the headlight, the two modules in the trunk. He sold me that stuff for like 500 bucks. Every junkyard I went to around my town where I live, which is Houston, they wanted $300 just for one mirror. For the headlight, they wanted $1,000, and all the brackets were broken off of it and had scuffs on it. I'm like, why? I'm not gonna pay that, you know. But you gotta watch it. Junkyards will overprice stuff. The two modules that are in the trunk, the amplifier and the suspension module that went bad, they so the junkyard wanted 280 bucks a piece for each one of those modules. Brand new at the dealership, they're 140. Like, I don't understand that, but I need to put the fender liner, I need to bolt it all back down to it. I was just redoing the bumper and stuff, making sure, because you see this got broken. So I live in an apartment complex, and somebody must have run their foot across it and broke this. So now I gotta replace it, but the good thing is they're cheap. So I'd start taking all that off because I need to get that piece out. I'm gonna buy a brand new one at the dealership, because that is a original Z01 1LE bumper. It's not a replica one, it's the actual real one. The fenders are Z01 fenders. You need Z01 fenders to make that bumper work, or you're gonna have to buy the aftermarket one. But we got the ZL1 side skirts on. I don't know if y'all remember the video. They were red with black. Well, what I did is, because I knew I was buying the satin black, I just painted them all white. And then I actually like it better like this. I don't want to do that in satin black at the bottom. It actually looks really good like this, so I'm going to keep it like that. I did the blackout marker lights on it. Here goes the back of it. We got so these are the blacked out sequential tail lights. They're smoke black, so I could have bought a lot of people sell the OEM ones for like $50 because everybody upgrades to these ones. But I really wanted to keep the theme of the car going, so I wanted the smoked out ones. And so what I did is I looked around on AliExpress, and I contacted a couple of vendors, because I don't know if y'all know, I fix radios for a living. So like I do a lot of, I own my own little radio store, so I do a lot with a lot of out of the like Chinese vendors and stuff like that. So I couldn't find any on AliExpress, that was a good deal. They were wanting them a lot, but I contacted a couple of my vendors, and I actually found the vendor that makes these lights, because one of the vendors I go through, that's one of their like sister companies, and they sold me these tail lights for $100. I was like, dang, that's a good deal. So I bought a few of them and I sold them locally, and I sold them for 300 bucks, and they were selling quick. I was like, so I'm thinking about, I may put in an order for more of these, and I may get on the Camaro form and, you know, start selling them, because they're actually good. They're not like they're not like bad taillights. Like, they're all LED and they work good. I need to put the right here. This bumper's not on all the way right now, by the way, y'all. There's a bracket that goes right here. I ordered it and I'm just waiting for it to come in, and then I'll button up that whole side of it. I don't know if y'all can tell, but if you look at this rear diffuser, that's the original one that was on the back bumper. All I did was fix some of the damage. The only part I didn't fix was right here. I didn't fix this part of it, just because I would have to fix all this part of the bumper. But this is going to be little knickknacks and stuff that people really don't, I wouldn't say care about though. And then I painted, there's a new paint that's out. It's called Hot Rod Black. It's a satin black. And dude, it's really good. Like, oh man, I love that way that paint is. And it comes in a spray can. It's 1K. I get it from there's a store here called Tasco's, and that's where I bought it from. Man, I love that paint. Anybody can do it. You can't mess up that paint. I'm just gonna say that. If you don't know how to paint, start spraying with that, and you'll get better at it. But as you can see, this is a replica wing. I just don't like how it has the little screws right there. On the real one, it's not gonna have this. It's gonna be carbon fiber, and it's gonna have an X right here. I had a real one, but I sold it for 2,500 bucks. I'm like, I'm not gonna put that on this car, you know. It doesn't make any sense for me to put a $2,500 wing on a car that I'm probably not gonna get that much money for. If it was a real ZL one, I'd put it on there, but this is just to make it look like it. But here we go. As y'all can see, the whole car. I did the roof. Oh, I found the sunroof for $100. And as you can see, this is painted. This is all painted. As you see right here, there's still white right there. It's because I'm gonna wrap this. I just wanted to see what it would look like with this black, because I can easily paint this color onto this if I don't like it black. And then I was like, man, I might as well shoot it, because I had a lot of this satin black left. So I was like, let me just try it and see how I like it. And I actually do like it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet sand that down really good, and I'm gonna spray the same. This is called Summit White. I'm gonna spray that Summit White on it, clear coat it, and I'm gonna wait about 4 or 5 days for it to bake out in the sun and everything, and then I'm gonna wrap it in this satin black. And as you see, I still need to take off all of this. It's because I bought all this stuff new. I was gonna paint it and just put it back on the car, but this plastic, this little texture plastic, you'll never get paint to stick to it. It's gonna flake and all that. So I bought all the new arms. I was gonna paint them, but I'm just gonna buy new. It was cheap anyways. I got a really good deal on all this stuff, so I'll go ahead and purchase all this from the dealership, and we got that taken care of. But yeah, just little odds and ends now to the car. We just got to get done, just little things to it. Also, the car, I swapped out the engine in it. So let's go ahead and look at this. So it's got a when I was wet sanding, all the wet sand marks got right there, like I had to wet sand the hood. But need to clean underneath here now. But everybody wants to hear how it runs now. Oh, and I don't know if y'all can see, which side do we need to go to. If you can see now, it has long tube headers on it. I'm gonna get new spark plug wires for it. I'll order those, so they're on the way. And I got the O2 extension. So right now we don't have no O2s hooked up on the car. I got them on the way. They're coming. And then the guy that bought the cats off of me, we didn't even trade. He owns a local performance shop here, so he's gonna do the tune for me. So I just told him he keeps the cats and he'll tune the car. So he's gonna do a tune on it. So this engine that's in this car right now is not an LT1. Well, it is an LT1, but it's not an LT1. Let me make. Sorry, my phone had died, but now we're back at my apartments. But as I was saying, this the engine that comes in this car originally is an LT1, and the engine that I put in it is called an L86. It is basically the truck motor. So I looked at the two engines, I looked them over, and I seen that the truck motor and the car motor is the exact same motor. Like literally everything on the motors are the same. The differences I seen is maybe the injectors are different, because I had to swap out the injectors, but I think that's because this now has a 2018 engine where this is a 2016, and I know they changed up the harness a little bit, but so I swapped out the oil pan, the front accessories, and the intake. That's all. Everything bolted right in, worked like it's supposed to. Started the car up, no check engine light, drove the car, got on it, everything like that, and never had one hiccup, no issues, nothing like that. I was looking over the car, everything, it runs really good, like really good. So I'm actually happy with that. I was talking to a couple of my friends that deal with the L86 and LT1, and the only difference that we're seeing in the two engines, we pulled apart. So my old motor, what was wrong with this one was it had a bent lifter rod. So the lifters on this car has like a spring in the middle of them. Well, one of the lifters had failed, and it got stuck, and it bent the rod that goes down that pushes on them. So it basically made a dead cylinder for cylinder number 3. I think they were saying, yeah, cylinder number 3 made it a dead cylinder for it. So it had no compression in that cylinder at all. And what was happening was when the car was going on its what was supposed to be its compression stroke, when I guess that valve is supposed to shut. That's why it was making that like tapping noise. But so anyways, the motor was good, so I ended up selling that engine. So as I'm saying, on this motor I bought a complete dropout: motor, transmission, wire harness, ECU, everything. Complete pull out of a 2018 truck with 30,000 miles on it. So I had 35,000 miles or something like that. So I sold all the front accessories to the motor and the intake, and I sold all that stuff around like $800. I sold all that stuff for. I sold the transmission for $1,000, and then when I pulled the old motor out of this car, I sold that one for $1,500. Guy come and picked it up, showed him the video and everything. He bought it like that. And then we got this motor in. So the big difference between the L86 and the LT1 is the camshaft. The LT1 has a more aggressive cam in it. The L86 has a less aggressive cam, but all the compression, the pistons, the rods, the crankshaft, the block, all the stuff is the exact same. They just put a different cam in it. That's the difference between it. But so anyways, we got long tube headers on it. I'm just waiting for the LT2 intake to get here. We're gonna put that on it, and then the guy's gonna tune it. But let's see what it sounds like now. Good up in here. Start it up. It's got a stock muffler on it with just the long tube headers. As you can hear, no more taki. Runs good. But let me turn off this radio. But sounds a lot better now. But it has a check engine light on it now because the O2 sensors are not in it. And then the ABS light and the traction control light is on, is because on the passenger side over here, I need to fix the wire harness where I guess the forklift hit it and nicked it. I just haven't had time to come over here and fix it yet, but let's see if we can look in here. because that's why all this is down. I need to put all that together. Let's see if we can see anywhere in there. I don't know if you can see that back in there too good with the camera, but you can see the wire harness is broken. I need to repair it, but that's easy to do. I'm gonna do that next. But yeah, but now all we gotta do is the little odds and ends to the car, and then it'll be done, and then we'll go from there with it, and I'll let y'all know how much we sold it for, and we'll show you the final things to it. As you can see, I still got to get all this paint. As you can see, this is still the actual car, but I just got to get all that. And then you can see on the windows where it has all that residue, but that's easy. You scrape that off with a razor blade and it comes off like brand new. Another thing is I am going to do to it is I'm going to put ceramic tint on it. I'm going to tint it, you know, I want to make it look good, keep that theme all black right there. Tint the rear window, and as you can see, it's still dirty back there. Look how dirty it is. I need to do that, and then I need to put the headliner back up. As you can see, it's still sagging because the clips and stuff are out of it, because when I had to put the sunroof in it. But other than that, she's almost ready to go. I'll give y'all an update on it, and we'll go from there.